First. I'm first. I was the first one here. Woohoo! Maybe the only one that's going to be here. Hello, everyone. Whoops. No, I don't want to start music up. Oh, what's this? My music is starting. No, I don't want the music to start. Goodbye. There we go. So they're shifting their missions to be doing asteroid missions, and now Apophis in 2029 on its way. Supposedly they're going to divert the asteroid or something like that. Is it bright enough for you all? It's a little dark here, isn't it? Peter Benton in the house. How's it going, my brother? Thank you so much, man. It's late. It's the late one. Let's talk. Late one, and also a lot later for you in the UK, right? If I'm not mistaken. I ask you this every time. But yeah, like you, it's like really, is it like 11 or 12 for you, something like that, Peter? Or am I wrong? I know it's later in England, I think. Sansi, how's it going, my friend? Thanks so much. Elias, hello back. Thanks, you guys and gals. Appreciate it. Genesis Revelation. Yes. Yellow. Christopher Rollins back in the house. Don't forget to check out his channel. He has a 14-inch scope and he's going to be doing moon videos, but he's back. He wants to do more videos. So go and support him. Thanks for coming back, Chris. Appreciate it, brother. Nemesis Project. Hello. Thanks, you guys. You know, a lot of you guys are working, gals are working, and you don't always have time to come back. But some people that come back once in a while, I always recognize the names. It's really cool. Thanks for coming back. Same to you. I am Kai. Thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate that, man. We have Cryptoad coming into the channel. No, he's here. Hello, all from west side of Canada. Thank you very much, my neighbors in Canada. That's always cool, you guys. Thanks. They're talking about a censorship bill, Cryptoad. Awesome name, by the way. Yeah, they're talking about, well, you know, like certain subjects that we can't talk about, and they're getting worse and worse, and they're suppressing us. Well, they're trying to pass that law. And now the conservatives are saying, well, look what's going on. It's always scary, though, eh? You vote for the liberals, and don't forget, liberals in the States, liberals in Canada. Whew. Now they're the same, but they were two very different things, right? Like, I look at, well, again, that depends on people's opinions. But in general, the liberals and then the conservatives and then NDP, and then they fight, and then the liberals do something, and then everyone votes against them, and then everyone goes towards the other side. And then once we go to the other side, they start doing the same bloody thing. They start doing the same rules and laws. Like there's always someone infiltrating the cabinet and parliament in Canada because we have a new young prime minister. I don't know if you know the person that I am talking about, Klaus Schwab, right? Still not illegal to mention his name, I don't think, but who knows? Darla, thanks so much. Thanks again, Elias, for being here. 6 hours later. Kassar in the house. Love that Canadian flag. Thank you. I got my Trudeau flag over it. I got to put my Canadian flag back up. Lisa, thanks for everything, you guys. Thanks for being here. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Bruce and gangs are all here. Yes. Always the same good bunch that's here. Hey, you guys, you should have heard the frogs that were in the back before. I wanted you to hear them, but they pipe down. I guess they get quiet at night. That's when it gets dark. Good. Usually when I go outside, I never even knew frogs made noises like that. Maybe I'll find it and it won't be a frog one day. I'll say, oh, I feel dumb now. And hopefully if there are new subscribers here, I mean, imagine having a channel with real UFO footage where you can ask the person how he's doing it, what he's using. You know, I'm here, always been here for the newcomers that want to Come check out the videos. They're real, done with a 14-inch telescope. I have some done with a smaller scope too. A lot of people have had captures with smaller telescopes also. Just been working on the Ace Tune, and I'll be listening to that, brother. I'll be listening. Thanks, Peter. Divine Sorcerer. That's right. How's it going, my friend? My paranormal researching friend. I remember the channel now. Thank you. Hey, Patrick, merci encore de revenir, mon frère. Ça va super bien, brother. T'es en train de parler un peu qui vont changer les recherches pour faire des recherches sur les astéroïdes et l'Apophis qui est supposé devenir en 2029 près de la Terre. Supposément qu'ils vont essayer de le dévier. Corée du Sud, ils ont cancellé leur projet, mais les États-Unis vont continuer pour aller plus loin. So we'll see what's going to happen, like I'm telling Patrick, with Apophis in 2029. Back-to-back, 2 pairs of astronomy missions going out that are going to be asteroid related. They're having problems with Lucy, a solar array that they sent out. Here's very interesting, guys. Remember what I showed you? Some of you will hear the UFO caught with my infrared camera that opens and closes like an umbrella. It like closes up and then opens back up like an umbrella. Well, those solar arrays and objects that they're sending up there and screens that they were talking about picking up debris and stuff, they were supposed to test these screens. Like, we don't know in reality what they're testing out there in space at all. Sugar B, how's it going? And I'm going to maintain the stream here and not babble on too much. Well, obviously, talking, that's what a live stream is for. But often I miss a lot of good questions, so. Dry nose, allergies were crazy this week. I don't know if you guys and gals in your ends see a lot of pollen on the ground, all that yellow film and pollen. Horrible. KM, hello to you. Yes, fellow explorers, definitely. We're a good bunch of explorers here now. I think we've always been, right? Like, I think we're pretty much born to be explorers and to look for certain things, and some don't. Some are more interested in other things. I am Kai in the house. Leah, how's it going? Hello. That's a good, at least you got notified. I mean, sometimes the notifications are not sent out ahead of time. You know how people can schedule a notification 2 to 3 days ahead of time, which would be better. I can't do it because it doesn't work. There's a glitch on my channel. It's not all hacks. We got to give some chances of the glitches, right? Watch Woman of the Dragon. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Yes, eyes and ears open, mouth shut. Can't talk anymore. A woman got stopped. I remember a problem with my nose, guys. I'm on that powder. But no, I'm kidding. Yeah, a woman in China was passing out leaflets of paper, blank leaflets of paper. And they stopped her and arrested her, I think, because she was passing out loosely leaf sheets of paper. They're getting pretty strict on the COVID rules. Asteroid Psych, yep. As platinum and gold, making every heart that beats a billionaire, but it's an asteroid belt, and probably post to stay there. The thought counts. Yes. It's exactly what I was looking at before. I think that's the two that we're talking about, Apophis, Psych. And that's the goal, right? The mining, getting the gold, the platinum. Boy, that would be a lot of money for them getting that. And that's what they're going to try to do. That's all they're doing. They're thinking of themselves. They're not trying to save Earth, right? They're out there trying to make a buck. Damn right, man. 5 hours difference. 1 a.m. is pretty late. And thanks for tuning in, Peter. Appreciate that, my man. Thanks for the amazing support here, bro. Tony Brooks, 105. Thank you, my man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Little Minx is here. Darla, thanks a lot. Barb Weast, hello to you. I tried, Barb. I try to keep them interesting. You know, it's the same things that you like and stuff. Sometimes I'd go even deeper. But with the monetized channels, I don't even think I could touch some of the subjects that you touch because they just don't want us talking or monetized or blocking us or taking ads down. But what do you think, Barb? Are people waking up? I think we are. I think a lot more people are waking up now. A lot more people are trying to find their roots and trying to find out what this all involves, right? Thanks again, Peter. Thank you very much, KM, for being in the house, you guys. Kai is 7 p.m. in this area. Oh, you see, we have an hour just to bug everyone, an hour difference. So we all want to have Kai's time at 7 p.m. That would be the best time. 8:15 here, you guys. San C in the house. Thank you so much. Oop, let me turn off that coffee machine. Be right back. A lot of people here today. This is awesome, you guys. Again, thanks a lot. So how am I keeping up? 8:08? Oh, I'm only 15 minutes late. I'm going to keep going. Yeah. I see everything that's coming out, Sugar Bee. Hang in there, you guys, especially California. Lots of good stuff. News is coming out. In other words, everything that he's been saying since the beginning is proven and stuff. The fact that everything was rigged, and so that's really not cool. No matter who was coming in, no matter who you like or not, like just speaking openly, I'm sure America wants the votes to be legitimate for sure. Hang back in the house. Hey, hang back. Salut mon frère, merci d'être ici. Thanks a lot, my friend. On parle d'astéroïdes, les missions d'astéroïdes qu'ils veulent faire. L'astéroïde Apophis qui est supposé de frapper la Terre ou venir près de la Terre en 2029. On parle de plein de choses comme ça. Un gros shout-out du Québec, mon frère. Swash. Hey, William Shuttle's in the house. Thanks, you guys. Damn, almost finished with the other stream. Catching up. Oh, no. And here you are again. Bruce is back on again. No breaks. Friday, I'm pretty annoying on Fridays. We have a lot of fun here, you guys. That's for sure. Kimberly a lot. How's it going? Nice to see you. From Minnesota. Welcome, and thank you very much. I hope if you're just coming in, Kimberly, and you're just checking out the channel, I'm Bruce from Montreal, UFO Research Channel. I try to keep it real. Lots of captures on the moon. They're holding back. They don't want to come out to the public because I caught by chance a UFO fleet leaving the surface and entering craters and stuff. So I hope you enjoy the videos. And we have an amazing community. In general, it's an amazing community. From time to time, we get a troll, but in general, we have a lot of fun here. We're lucky on the streams. We don't have any problems here on the streams. Kelly, how's it going? I'm going to sneeze. I considered myself a liberal in California until, thanks for sharing that, until liberals became opposite of what they were. See, I understand that. At one point, you had Republicans and Democrats. No, I'm a Canadian. You had Republicans and Democrats that had differences in opinions, but in general, you didn't have any, well, you know what I mean? In general, it was more even. The differences were tolerable. Some people agreed with both sides. Some people agreed more with one side than the other. And then it became drastic. They became, the leftists became the far lefts. So you have leftists, which are just like the people on the right. They're just different ideals and opinions, but then it got really far. It got ridiculously far. And of course, nobody wants any fraud to be done. And Americans are totally alert and awake to that. William Shuttles, thanks for being in. I know just enough French to start a fight. Yeah, that's most people do. 2-3 words. I would suggest hey tout cul is pretty much what you want to say. It's like, sup, asshole. That's basically, that gets them going pretty much usually. Darla, thanks for being here. Lise, comment ça va? Thank you, Lise. Appreciate that, you guys. I'm thinking of Super Dave 44 right now. Must be thinking of me. I said, I'll mention if he's watching, I'll fall off his chair. Ever get vibes sometimes? People are thinking of you, sending you energy, even bad vibes sometimes. I get that sometimes, a lot. I guess voodoo does exist and black magic does exist. Maybe there are some bad people out there trying to run some spells. I put a spell on you. Yeah. Hey, Barb Weist. Kimberly Lott, me from Minnesota, Pine City. Awesome. I have a lot of good people in the States. This is how the channel started. American friends here. Hey, they're coming up with a censorship bill in Canada, guys, for us not to speak about certain subjects. I hope the moon will not be one of them. Well, so many are here again from the afternoon live stream. Yes, Darla, that's amazing. Thank you for coming to join us again. Yes, thank you so much, everyone. Honestly, incredible. Everyone, the mods too. Venus meets Uranus tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll get all dolled up. I'll be sure to get all dolled up. Yeah, alignment and everything. I'm gonna have to look into that, I guess, for you all to see what's going on, and that would explain why the sky's like that and a bit haywire. I'm worried about the sun. I'm worried about which is very calm, by the way, scary calm. It's like God, like somebody put it out with a hose. It's very quiet. That's before it's going to ramp itself up. It's not hope so, but I feel it. How am I for time? 8:10. I'm still 10 minutes. That's not bad, eh, Darla? How am I keeping up compared to usual? No comment. Awesome, Divine Sorcerer. I really appreciate that, man. No, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing really good. I had some eye problems. Still maintaining the diet. I had the problem with the sciatic nerve, so I couldn't walk very much. So it's like, whoa, hey, the aches and icks and everything have to start at 1.47. But being a bit heavier by losing weight, it will definitely help the back. And I'll do the work. I'm ready to do the work. And even if it takes a long time, it took me long to get big, so it'll take me long to get small. That's what I looked at. Yeah, it didn't take me too long to get big. It's a quick thing if I want to. Like if I was an actor and they needed me to be like 300 pounds real quick, I'd say, give me a month. Give me a month and a lot of sugar. It won't be too long. In reality, a lot of cheese. Afternoon live. It was shoulder deep in a scrap yard. Working on a project. Always working on a project, I bet you. Did you guys see the moon on the 22nd? It was not at normal moon phase. It was half on top and black at the bottom. Go to Mr. MBB333. No, I didn't. I can't say that I did on the 22nd last month. 22nd last month. No, I don't recall. If there was black, you sure it wasn't the eclipse? Wasn't it around that date? It could be. If not, people can head over to Mr. MBB333 to check it out. You should give Mr. MBB B333 a heads up on sharing some of my maybe UFO videos, maybe attract some people. I know he's more of a weather channel, but talks a lot about the atmosphere stuff and asteroids and everything too, I believe so. Only channel didn't attack me. I said Merry Christmas to him. When I was on Facebook, I used to speak to him very, very politely, like just to be polite during holidays and stuff like that. Maybe some of these researchers didn't appreciate, I'm not talking about Mr. MBB, like the other ones, when I tried to hook up with a lot of them, they didn't really like me approaching them, I don't think. SL, hope everyone is having a great night. We are. Thanks for being in, my friends. Marilyn, a caught alive tonight. Awesome. It is. It's awesome that you're here. Absolutely. When I drop the F-bomb, I say, excuse my French. That means a vulgar kiss. Got it. No, everything's pretty much permitted here. Once in a while, an F here and there. I do it myself. I try not to hear, but Susana, saludos desde Buenos Aires, Bruce. Muchas gracias. Bienvenido a mi canal de investigación. Thank you so much, Susana. And Susanna's come back because I saw her here before. Thank you, Susanna. Hello from Montreal, Canada. It's raining. We got rain here. Is that the sign language for rain? The people in the country in Buenos Aires and stuff, they know more English than Canadians know Spanish. That's for sure. A lot of you guys in certain countries, even in the States, I think if I'm not mistaken, maybe Spanish or Latin or something, depending on your ages in the States, was something you guys had to learn as a course. Spanish. Do you have to choose a foreign language or something? Here in Quebec, we had to learn French because obviously it's the first language here. So if you don't know French, well, it's hard to get information. And people can say no, but my driving course at 16, look up information online in English or take a course in English. No, you have to like hire someone, particularly probably, and pay a lot more money. But thanks again, SL Marilyn. Thanks again. Adios, Valhalla in the house. Woo, live. Bruce sees all. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, brother. Kimberly Lott, thanks again. 8:12. Oh, we're running late in time there. Bruce trying to keep up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He says, I know even more fights starting in Spanish. In Greek. I know a lot of good Greek fight starting language. I used to work for Greeks, and that's all they were pretty rough with me. When I learned what they were saying, I started looking up words at night. What's this malaka? He keeps telling me. Okay. Start looking up the words that they were saying. Walk in the next morning in the shop. Hey, start talking Greek. That's what I do at night. I'd work on the presses. I was operating paper presses. I was operating ancient machines. I don't know if you've heard of them. Well, first of all, sheeters, big sheeters with the big rolls of paper that cut paper down. I did that. I had the machines to go with the paper, stack the rows, unstack the rows. Some press and Heidelberg and a whole bunch of things we used to do there. Operating with some Greeks in there. We used to have a lot of fun. Worked there for a couple of years. It was rough. Many hours. It was very, very hot in there. We were cutting paper all day long, so there was a lot of paper fibers. Had problems. Actually, the people were in the container of paper, stepping on it for it to jump down with their cigarettes in their mouth. So 1 fire a month, literally. Yeah, sweatshop. Nemesis Project. Welcome. Thank you so much. Gene Key says, I came to be a heretic. Mission accomplished. Laugh my ass off. Yes, mission accomplished. Lots of missions that are being accomplished, eh? Lots of people that are waking up these days to what's coming. The elites can't say they're being beaten, but they're really being whipped to stay lower than that height that they're trying to get. Medical's taking over everything. Unfortunately. Muy interesantes. Todos tus videos, genial. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias, Susana. Thank you very, very much. I work hard. Of Nice. of Nice. That's everywhere. That's all I do. Thanks again, Susana. Muchas gracias. Susana from Buenos Aires. Well, if you can't talk out your mouth, just talk out your... Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of people do, right? The stats in the house. Thank you very much. Welcome to all our beautiful peoples tonight. Yes, I agree. Please, if you would share our stream. That's another cool thing, actually. That is cool. With friends, help grow our channel and spread the knowledge. Love you, Julie. Thank you so, so much. Thanks, mods. Aaron Brown. Hey, Aaron, thanks a lot, man. Means a lot. The newcomers that come to the channel. Hope you enjoyed the videos, man. Infrared cameras and a 14-inch telescope. And I got some pretty cool stuff. I got some nice, clear moon footage. Clear and close. I hope and tried to be as close as I could and as clear as I could. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job with the 14-inch. So definitely I appreciate some newcomers. Thanks you so much. If ever after watching a few videos, Aaron, you appreciate the channel, well, a couple of thumbs up or even subscribing always helps the channel. I always feel bad asking now, but which is not necessary. Subscribe. I always wait till I know the person first. So I'm Bruce. Thanks, Aaron. Did you notice all the wind we have this week? Yes, here too, Kassar. And the clouds, how they seem. The clouds have been talking all week with my mother about it and family members. Ridiculous. I'm made with the chemtrails and 5G. Yes, 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 yes. They're supposed to get rid of the 5G in Canada, is what I heard. But I could be mistaken. Maybe it's not in all of Canada. Maybe it's only in Quebec. But Quebec is supposed to drop everything related to 5G. So hopefully they will. I'm crossing my fingers that we get back to a bit of a norm, right? So a lot of things are happening with NASA deploying their objects, and during the launches, there's things that are breaking and fuel leaks, and South Korea, like I mentioned the other day, that are putting their project back for Apophis. They're not back there; they've quit it, and the states taking head off towards Apophis before 2029. So what are they bringing a nuclear warhead over there to try to blow it up, to turn it? How are they going to deviate an asteroid? Maybe a particle, and a CERN or something, that have to bring this floating hadron collider, which is basically a UFO, how it operates, and just zap the hell out of an asteroid. Tell me the UFOs can't do that. Zap an asteroid. Maybe that's what they did. Maybe they zapped that asteroid to come towards us, and we're just playing with them. They zap it back, zap it this way, zap it back. Now anything's possible on the outskirts of Earth now with what they're talking about. We're finding out they're far more advanced than they said they were. That is for sure. Yeah, they want that diamond planets. Yeah, like when it rains on Saturn and stuff like that. They want to really land on these planets. There will be trillions and trillions of dollars. They're going to be coming back, selling us, rocks from Saturn. You'll buy a little pebble from Saturn. They're going to charge you $800. It'll be sealed in this fake plated silver plastic, saying you own a piece of Saturn. This piece was so many millions of miles away. And people get fascinated, right? People are fascinated in space. How many do you think little pieces of asteroids that they sold, about like the churches that sell little bits of material that come from priests and nuns that were saints, and they cut off a little piece of their clothing and put it in a little cross for you and charge you $800? So sad. It really is. Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much. A friend gave me, yeah, the thoughts. Well, I think you're gonna have some fun. I don't know if you're gonna be able to record with that. If you can, that's even incredibly even, for sure. Binoculars, and any binoculars, are very, very good to see UFOs and to see the moon, right? You can see moon craters with binoculars well enough, usually, and you're far enough to see UFOs. So you have a better chance seeing UFOs going to the moon. Me, with my telescope, I can't. I have to be filming off of the moon and keeping only a little bit of light from the moon there to see things. But a Celestron, and I haven't seen that model yet. I got to look that up. That is cool. 20 times 80 binoculars. Thoughts? I'm anxious to see if you can record with it, what you can do with it. It'd be cool if you could record with it. Any new sightings on Missouri, USA that you know of? Thanks, Aaron Brown, for asking that. I heard of, they're talking about the sightings, the Pentagon, that there were sightings, and they're revealing more sightings of more vessels, more different shapes of vessels. But in reality, they're concentrating themselves on the UAP lights. And I'm really fascinated about that, because a lot of people ask me, Bruce, what shape craft do you get? Only a couple times. I got a couple triangles, perfect isosceles triangles, and a square, and like a cigar shape, like Beth Noyes got. I got that a couple of times, not here on Earth, on the moon. But yeah, the sightings, the last I heard of the sightings was beside the James Webb Space Telescope. They said that there's a craft that was seen. You could literally see a triangular shaped craft. Literally looks like. Thanks again, Julie. Literally looks like a Star Trek. A Star Trek, the SS Enterprise, literally. But aside from that, it's really the UAPs that they want to try to catch. They're going to be looking at the data that they gathered. So data for them is encounters, or maybe a spacecraft that they saw was only one occurrence or one event. So they leave that in these files since, geez, the 70s, the 50s. It's ridiculous. They look at these sightings sometimes 20, 30 years after. It's not hard to know that they're waiting for the projects to finish to reveal some of them. Once they reveal one of them and say, well, look, it was some spacecraft from aliens, like, who knows, right? That's right. There's a rhino and an elephant repub equal a hippocampus. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that there's a lot of people having fun experimenting, trying to make gods, trying to make certain beings, certain humans. You got to wonder how many people on Earth are doing that. Where are they doing that? Are they bringing people to moon to do experimentation? All those structures you see in the mountains, not only in the mountains. Why in the mountains? Well, if there are humans or aliens up on the moon, bases and stuff are hiding up in the mountains most often, like in Nevada, between mountains, right? We've seen before. His Highness in the house. Thank you. Hello to you. Appreciate that. Which is a good thing to do. Yeah. I hear you, man. In reality, I don't know if you agree with me. I am Kai, and I believe this. I believe that bipolarity, everybody has it, and that there are different levels where some of them hide it really well. Maybe someone's really aggressive, but like bites curtains and stuff and tries to hide that. There's lots of people, lots of levels of people up and down, emotions, paranoia, depression, and stuff. But in reality, we're just labeling all these. Oh, autistic. Okay. Okay. Well, Asperger. Oh, okay. Well, this, that, this, that. That's what they do. They give terms to something. Oh, yes. The big words. Yeah, crypto. You're damn right, brother. That's exactly it, right? It's C11, and I don't remember what the other one was, but C11 was how it started, doing a lot of crap. And the worst of it, they're doing this. The Canadians are not the ones choosing to do this. They're just literally passing laws. Hey, His Highness from Ottawa is really cool. Love you guys. Been watching a lot of Ottawa ever since, especially since the I've been loads of times, but I mean, ever since the protests and stuff. I mean, it was hard even for me, living along the borders of Ontario, even though there's no borders, the lines of Ontario and Quebec, and I wasn't even able to see what was going on in Ottawa. It's because they really suppressed, the people. Unfortunately, Beth, thank you so much, Beth. I've heard that SSP. Oh yes, said the cigar ship. They were just talking about the SSP. Yeah. Listen, said the cigar ship is called Solar Warden. It's our cargo people movers for the workers. You see, that would make sense. I absolutely believe that. And just these big tubs filled with food and whatever that they need, oxygen, who knows? I believe that. Some of it can be some of the workers for sure. SSP, they're forming a team, for the next 9 months. In fall, they're going to start looking at all the data about UAPs. Excuse me. They're focusing all their interest in the UAPs and asteroid missions in the next 2 years. We're going to see what Russia's going to do. It's supposed to go to Venus or Saturn, one or the other. Doom, doom. The noise works me, so I now know astral travel while sleeping. I started while dozing off. I was headed where that red beam was. So freaking cool. Now I know. We got to be careful doing that, eh? Sugar bee. Always be very, very careful if you're doing that. I probably wouldn't recommend that you do it very, very often. Do it to find stuff out, but you're going to bring some people back. That's that's what happens. Some people can come back. I believe it's a portal to the other side where people can see certain things. Some people travel all over the place to see things. I was very young and it wasn't me doing it. I found out about astral travel because I was leaving my body and I was worried about that. Not me doing it. I was going downstairs to see a family member, remaining on my back, and just remember going all along the apartment and seeing only the ceiling. And I was able to turn my head left and right, but I couldn't see underneath me. That was weird. I was really, really young, and I remember that. Damn right. Welcome, Marilyn. It's awesome. Yeah, boy. Yes, it is. Keep up the great work, man. I will, Divine Sorcerer. Thanks so much, you guys. Really appreciate that. Hey, 8 months sciatic. Yeah, it does hurt. And I have the numb left cheek, and then the whole center area, even everything front and back, Mr. Whistles, and everything went numb, like literally numb, and it scared me. Went up to the neck, and and I don't know. Only people that have sciatic nerves problems know this. It goes in or out at any given time. When it stops hurting, you get this tingling sensation of heat that comes back in your leg, like the blood's recirculating, and then it goes back to normal. Scares the hell out of me every time, bouncing my leg. So I've been doing good since well, that actually never really happened to me except for last month is when it started. I think a lot of people started having problems with what they're doing in the air. They found out in Spain they're spraying is it Brazil or Spain? They're spraying I think it is Spain, the chemtrails and pesticides in the air. That's going to come out. It's all going to come out in the news. Cheryl Ward, thanks for being here. Appreciate that. That's right, we are. Okay, Maryland. Let's go down in time here. I'm doing pretty good. 3 weeks of the worst, and then he disappeared. He disappeared. I've heard the Gov will be shooting thoughts, feelings directly into our minds. Know thyself and your thoughts. That it's really coming to that, eh? And the scary part is that I'll say it straight up. They want to put us on a grid where every mind is on one grid. They're going to see all the problems. They're going to see everything we want to look at online. They're going to hear all our conversations, and it's plugging us up to one network. And anyone that's going to be outside of that network will not be part of the system and will not be able to have access to anything medicine, to anything at all. Putting the chips in us, they're talking about putting chips in us and stuff like that. I prefer have chips once in a while with, in a bowl, but I'm not going to put any chips in my body. That's for sure. Yep. But I really heard that too. Think of it. MK Ultra, mind control. They were looking for some things. Why do you think they were looking for the God particle? Why do you think they're looking at UFO propulsion and stuff? It's not to save us. It's not because they want a faster way for you to get the Costco to work. It has nothing to do with that. They could make an in-ground tunnel just a couple of feet underneath the ground that goes all around the earth in very little time, and they could charge us, the government, like, a little amount each year to be able to have access to that. take away the cars. If we have lights to go to everywhere, or transportation that goes to everywhere, and we wouldn't have to pay for it, people would come accustomed to use it, right? But like they tell you to get an electric car, then you have to invest double or triple the money of a price of a car. And then you have to get that stupid thing to plug your car in at home. And then when there's problems, you got to pay for it. The same thing with the solar. People in the States are getting screwed with the solar. I heard that recently, a couple of months ago, because now we're supposed to have excess power, and they were going to be able to sell that power back to the grid, and it wasn't going to cost them anything. But they went and put a $30 minimum. But unfortunately, people had like $18 or $19 of electricity that they were saving up a month, but it's not enough for the government. So the government put a minimum of $30. So that means if you're not saving electricity, you're going to pay it. You're going to pay your solar, okay, that you bought once, which you're supposed to not pay electricity, so that solar panel or panels that you bought comes into your, you come into your revenue there when you say after a couple of years, after 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, it's paid. These things are expensive too. Yeah, I hear you. Hey, Brian Wirtz is here. I did not see him. My friend Brian, how's it going, brother? There he is. The internet tech told me 5G kind of sucks beyond. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. Yeah, I've been the range I didn't know, but I've been hearing that it's not all that there's some problems, which is exactly what I noticed when trying to use it. Oh yeah, eh? So that's bullcrap then. And the worst of it, the 5G satellites are a lot closer in lower orbit to our heads than the other ones. So aphasia. Yeah, Bruce Willis stuck with aphasia. I learned a lot about Bruce Willis for some reason or another growing up. And Sammy M, hello. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis was a guy who stuttered. He can't remember lines either. He has a line feed in his ear to do the films. He acted to stop stuttering and came up with these techniques like a lot of people and autistic children do back in the 70s, us guys, 60s, 70s, and 80s there. All of us that had, hyperactive or even Asperger and everything, we hid everything, right? I say we, everyone that has all these things, everyone was able to hide or to try to go on living and try to deal with it and stuff like that. But today it's not like that. Particle accelerated, exactly. A particle accelerator. That would be a definite way of turning the asteroid. I'll tell you even better than that. Manipulate the atmospheres and weather around these asteroids, and a lot will happen. They need this gamma ray. It's going to destroy the magnetospheres of certain planets. Boom. That's not good, actually. So they say he has aphasia, if I'm not mistaken. I heard that this afternoon, actually, in the news, aphasia. So he's been having the past 2 or 3 years a lot of cognitive problems, a lot of problems like dementia-like effects and Alzheimer-like effects that he's having, but he's not having that. He's having problems forming words and stuff like that. They're talking about it more and more. Me, honestly, I hope not, but I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with not God, but the satellites. Maybe the same thing. Thank you so much, Darla. Maybe the elites. How am I doing in time? 8:32. I'm hanging in there. Am I doing good, Darla? Maybe the elite will conjure up a care on account of source of their creator, the same as the unelite. Scary thoughts, right? Definitely scary thoughts. And it comes down to these buggers in the World Economic Forum are literally sitting down saying, we don't need humans anymore. Like, what do we need them for now? They can develop their own, with synthetic DNA, they can make us grow wings if they want. Literally do anything that they want. They can manipulate our DNA in any way. You could be sure that they're doing it. Remember when we were really young and we heard everyone saying, "Oh, the Germans back in the day, the Nazis, they were working on, creating a race of blondes with blue eyes and stuff." In reality, those stories is what every government is doing, and what the aliens would probably be doing too. Or the aliens are the one that are saying, "Wow, these wackos trying to create a god. Maybe they're going to come and try to stop us." Got to wonder about that too. Thank you, Darla. Thanks a lot, Darla. Appreciate that. Love you guys. Mind, me body, my ride, soul, power source. That's where I'm going. Right to the source. Did you come up with that while you're at the scrapyard? Pretty good. Julia, Healing Leaf. It has something to do with Hawaii. I did not see her. Hello, Julie. Welcome. Thanks again, Genesis Revelation. You guys hear the frogs? They're starting. Nothing like the next gen tech that's inferior to the last gen. Yeah, that exactly. I was saying the last stream, right? Back in the olden days, they had these big ass wires in toasters. I remember all wrapped up inside the toasters, like nothing can get to it, nothing can break. They even put seals and oil, grease and stuff on everything. Everything lasts so long. There's Julie, Healing Leaf. I see ya. Anyone get dizzy today? Wow. Don't get me into that. At 1:00 p.m., I got a dizzy spell. In the year, at the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022, over 10 times that I had to sit down because I thought I was going to faint. And it's that feeling of lifting up, that feeling of being in a plane when you're going over, lifting up in a plane. They tell you to chew gum, when you're lifting up. Like 20 years ago, I don't know if they still do that, but that's how I'm pretty sure planes are still pretty similar as the last time I went up. But whether it be that or not, lots of people have, Julie. Lots of people have seen so many things. And even me, when I talk about some of the things that I've seen, remains that you go, well, it's a bit far-fetched. The shadows and stuff that I see. I don't mention that. I didn't mention it many years ago, but I do now. But not everybody believes in that and all those things, Hey, copycats, we'll have none of that here. But if anyone else wants to copy these guys here, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, Mercedes House. If you can imagine, they can already do it. Agreed, 100%, Kai. Absolutely. When they say you're seeing things, they see it with their own. Yes, interesting. I believe we judge ourselves at that time too. Let me go down here. Norma C. Hello, Norma C. That's very kind of you, Norma. Norma C, nice to see you. And thanks again. Thanks again for connecting, for the mail and contributions and support. Thank you so much for helping out the channel and for being here in the community. We really appreciate that. We all judge ourselves harshly. The light is our trap. Light and moth to flame. Yeah, like a moth to flame. I always say that, Kai. Like the moth that goes into the light. He buzzes, goes into the light. That falls down to the ground. You see all the dead moths on the ground, but the other moths don't see them because they're blinded by the light, right? Makes you think twice. Like I said, when I die, I hope several will be with me, which is very morbid, but if so, I'll like, guys, let's go towards the light, guys. And then I'll slow down. I'll be like pushing on wind to try to not move so that I'll be the last one to go into the tunnel to see what, if I hear them screaming or something, I'll blow myself away from the light, from the hole. No, I'm not going in. NorCal, randomly dizzy, 2 secs midday. right in the afternoon, 1 p.m., maybe 1:05 p.m., and to the point of the sound in my ears disappearing, like you're over, it gets muffled. No sickness feeling, but a feeling of lightheadedness is the best way to say it. A society so secret you don't even know you're in it. Oh wow, Genesis Revelation. You said it, bro. And that's the secret society of the people that are in it. Um, an identity so confidential, even you don't know who you are. And you just said a lot there. And it's true. Just like the people working at Area 51 that are there. What's your job? Oh, Area 51, whatever, particle physicist, nuclear physicist, all the compartments, different groups of people working on one project that nobody knows about. So when you think of it, and Kai says, I am correct, but he wasn't talking about that. I always use those. Bruce is correct. I'll be leaving that there. So like, it's hot and windy. Thanks, Julie. Here, not so hot. They're announcing some hot. So I'll say something like, I've spoken to the dead. I've seen God. Bruce is correct. I'll be using that. Okay, I'm kidding. Just kidding, guys. Yeah, that's a good one, Darla. I hear ya. I hear ya. As a matter of fact, the sun is bipolar, and you can look that up. I thought that was interesting, actually. Yeah, that's all we do. We give everything labels. I love watching Bruce's videos on the moon. Thank you so much, Cheryl Ward. I appreciate it. Love you, sister. And UFO. Never saw one myself, but I believed in them since being a child. I also believe we are born with universal knowledge. That's a beautiful thing, actually. I agree with you about being born with a universal knowledge. I believe that we're born with a whole lot of beautiful powers. Humans are very powerful people. Gate Smasher always says it all the time, and I've always said it over the years that we are a magical race. You know, maybe we were a lot more magical back in the days. Linda Moulton, how announced Wednesday night the Black Triangles are the United States. Yeah, a lot of people have been telling me that too, that it can be the United States. It could be the TR3Bs, the programs, the projects. They're not small, these objects, and they're obviously maybe even landing on the moon. Could be on the moon, Lisa. Bring it on, Kai. Cosmic Black, thanks for coming by, my friend. Thanks a lot. People are having a hard time believing all the moon activity. Yeah, it is. Even in like the last videos that I've been posting, honestly, it didn't even get me killed. I mean, it's like no biggie. Bruce is exposing what's on the moon, but he's not vetted. So it's something else. People do have a hard time though, believing in that. Once in hot tub at night, I said, and something there in my head, 2 lights lit up above me. That is how I connect with them, Julie. That's how it started, by me going outside, asking them to show up, and several showed up, and they even flashed. Got emotional many times, because some of the captures are so overwhelming, whether it be coincidence or not. We have this feeling and effect. This is not something new. Sun worshipers and stuff like that. Where do you think this all comes from? How many times have people seen phenomena, sky phenomena, or unidentified aerial phenomena, and wondered what the hell they were? Guys, we have planes. We know there are secret projects, and there can be UFOs. Imagine in 4 BC or 5 BC, right? There was no, I still don't believe there wasn't any cars, but anyways, we can assume that there wasn't any cars. What did they say in 4 BC that people were doing? Oh yeah, recent finding. Thought it was really funny. They enjoyed heroin, and heroin was medicine for them, and they were familiar that heroin, if used overdosed, you could die. And there's a lot of images them with poppy flowers. I wonder why. They're into the opium also. And images of cannabis, marijuana 4 BC. Okay. Pretty incredible. So were they using rolling paper, pipes? Now we go back into a time where supposedly they say that, where they were so advanced only to a certain point, and then we start hearing about all this. Like I said, the last stream, the Neanderthals, what they just found out now, they had combs, they had uniforms with different colors. Uniforms? Neanderthals never had uniforms. They had, they usually slayed dinosaurs, basically, right, and let the skins dry and wrap them around their balls, and they were just very primitive. Ooga ooga, and no, now they're starting to admit more a bit about the past. They know everything. We went and got some core samples of snow in Antarctica. Yes, we confirm in the year 23, there was a big, humongous storm and volcanic activity. Come on. It blows me away how they can do that. And then you hear they talk about today, the shroud and everything, the Shroud of Turin and everything that they said. Oh, well, there's a problem now with the carbon dating because now it's going to be 25,000 years difference, because it turns out there was a certain year where for some reason the carbon was high, but not because of the same reason they thought. Whatever. Carbon dating is not that close, right? So sure, we're going back millions of years, but they can be off 50, 60, 70,000, 100,000 years. And especially if the carbon dating is way off. ZG, how's it going? I'm sure you're way behind in the chat like usual, but hope all is well. Yes, I'm behind because I always try to answer them all, which is almost impossible. I'm going to go down, though. Going to do free fishing tomorrow. Floyd is excited. Oh, hey. Get some videos up. Get some videos up, Julie and Floyd, please. Do. Yeah, he asked Phasia. Yeah, he was admitting it. He talked about it. I heard him. If not, I would never have said that he said that. I wouldn't say lies. I also saw the video where you said aphasia is a symptom, and they still don't know if Bruce Willis has a diagnosis. Well, I heard the diagnosis at 2:00 this afternoon. I heard from my daughter that Justin Bieber is having facial paralysis problems. Maybe it's from never smiling, or sorry, I couldn't help it. Don't know if he has complied with the government rules. See, that's a lot of things that we're wondering. We don't know if they're all doing this, if everyone's into the right. We don't know. a lot have passed away, unfortunately. That have, and we've seen some of the actors pass away. Godfried, or what's his name, passed away, a comedian. He says, come on, guys. You got to rest in peace, Mr. Gottfried. A couple of weeks after or months after. So it's all going to come out, that truth. Yeah, mine's not broken, just leaving. Some of it's leaving. Yeah, absolutely. Genesis, Revelation. There's a lot of mean people in the world too, eh? Like a lot of mean people. Palsy. Heard something of that too. Mostly save our DNA is library, and they must be preserved. Yeah. And another thing is that we know that as much as they're trying to destroy our immunitary system, at the same time, on the other side, they're finding solutions, right? Trying to bring people back to maintain. But that's something I believe is always being maintained. I believe Earth is always being watched. The people on Earth are always being watched. And probably even interacting with some higher beings. The Galactic Federation, if it's real or not, supposedly it is. Know how that feels, Lisa? Lost all of mine with chemo. Wow, I get it. Never grew back, right? I guess not, eh? Body goes through so much suffering. Literally, It's like, it's like a death sentence. That chemo is strong, right? It's only a strong being that's going to go through it. It really is. Some people don't even go through it. But good for you, Sugar Bee. Awesome. Yeah, only 500,000 on Earth. Inability to speak, dysphasia is difficulty in speaking. Yes, 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 absolutely. And if aphasia would supposedly what he had, but then again, like I said, when he was younger, he stuttered a lot, and he went to many speech therapists to try to adjust his like on movies and stuff. Like Die Hard was really his biggest role, and he was literally, this is after Moonlighting, which is for some of you that know that. I was younger, I used to watch that. I wish the best for him. It's too bad to see them, but I can't help, like I say, think that these guys are getting their V's or whatever, and all this is maybe occurring. Thanks again, Darla. Yeah, Bieber and about Bieber today, and thought I never really appreciated him. I do feel bad for him now. It really sucks. Man, like I can't stand him, but I didn't know about what's going on. No, like totally not cool. I hope he doesn't have that problem for sure. I wouldn't wish that to my worst enemy. I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing people with problems like that. I've seen people who've had strokes and they have, the side of their mouth is crooked, stuff like that. And it's like, it's a reality. We go through all these horrible things. He's definitely not a nice person, Bieber, because of some of the videos that I saw, some of the things that he did to the community. But that's how they are, these rich people and stuff. But I didn't know that there was anything wrong with him. Obviously, I hope he's going to be okay for sure. He's a Canadian. He's from Ontario. Uh, where is it? Is it Brampton or something? I might be wrong, but it's in Ontario. It's in Ontario, something like that. He is Canadian. A lot of people are Canadian. Star Trek, Captain Kirk was Canadian. Lots of them are. Jim Carrey, Canadian. William Shuttles. Speaking of Bruce Willis, check out that songs he does called Devil Woman. Oh my God, this dude plays. Yeah, no. Yeah. William, he's a blues man. I knew him first as being a bluesman. He sings really good harmonica. He's a very, very good harmonica player. Absolutely. Speaking of harmonicas, I haven't played in a while. Actually, I feel like playing. Yeah, could be. Norma C, you're absolutely right about that. We really are useless eaters to them. And I've even heard them say that. Hey, Barb Weast, yes. Yep, useless eaters. Well said. Rather starve than be a slave to evil. Yeah, same here, man. I agree with that. We are a highly redundant information storage medium. Yeah. So here's the thing. You guys believe me? You just said a lot there. I believe the government, every idea that they've ever gotten is by listening to us. Everything they do, everything they plan is all based on what we think and how we would react to certain things, right? Ever find it funny that the governments punish the people when there's a that three-letter word, no, that we're not allowed talking about? Hey, those of you with monetized channels, you got warned, eh? We got warned last month actually. No talking about the three-letter word with a W. I got warned by PayPal. I got warned by my AdSense page that told me any platform you're on that you're talking about. Do 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 do. And Ukraine, can't talk about that. Can't talk about that at all because you'll be unmonetized. We're taking a channel down. So I just talked about it. Suppression, freedom of speech. Jimmy Blanchette. Who is Jimmy Blanchette? Let me see. Let me see. Jimmy Blanchette. Oh, okay. So could he have to do with Coast to Coast AM? I I know Coast to Coast AM, but I don't know if it's Jimmy his name. That is somebody that I heard at one point. I thought was trying to reach me, but I never heard anything afterwards. But yeah, Jim, he's a director, and yeah, born in a small village in northern part of Quebec. Is he in Quebec? I didn't know he was in Quebec. Huh. Passion for radio communication, which allowed him to contact with ease people from around the world. Yeah, just went to look at that. Yeah, I definitely have to go by Coast to Coast. I think that these channels are not allowed. Hey, Keith. Yes, sir, Keith. Thanks a lot, my brother. Keith is in the house. Thank you, Darla. Willie Trumpold in the house. Good evening to you from Vermont, USA. Another beautiful American state. Thanks, you guys. Thank you very much, Willie. John FK, did you get the V? Nope. I stayed virgin. I didn't take it. And I have no intentions on it. And if ever I'm forced to do it, I'll go to jail. I'm not going to. I take that decision. No matter what. No matter what. It was a scary thought because I know my life would change drastically if I had to refuse, if ever they forced us. It's not going to happen. And I think it's important for the government to know that people think this way, that we're not going to let, we already let them do too much, actually. A lot. I am Kai either. Damn right, man. How much weight have you lost so far, Bruce? Even at 10 pounds loss, absolutely can drop your blood pressure. Yeah, and I have this, I'm blessed. My blood pressure, I could eat 16 pies and a bowl of sugar, and my sugar levels and blood pressure, everything's always okay. But I haven't checked in the past 22 years. So it could be very different. Very proud to say that I've lost approximately 20 pounds. It's not going to show. I'm a heavy guy. I would have to lose 30 or 40 pounds for maybe someone like you to lose 10 pounds for it to show. But yeah, the waistline, my legs, my shoes, and even the hat a little bit, starting to feel it. So I'm continuing and I'm maintaining. What I did is, even if I'm not training or exercising, I cut everything that was bad out. Just finish. No more sweets or sugars. Just to tell you, in the past 3 months, look at it the way you want. There's 6 boxes of cookies I didn't get. It. There's 2 boxes of cookies a month, usually 4. But we get in the habit. 2, 3 cookies here, 2, 3 cookies there. We're not eating a lot, but we're eating badly. We're eating sweet. And nope, got rid of the cheese, got rid of everything. Really happy I did. I feel a lot better. No, they didn't. Very happy they didn't. Higher frequency. Yeah. That was funny. I read higher frequency and I got a buzzing in my ear. Turn the other way, Julie. Stop buzzing my ear. Oh, hey. Wow, man. Good job on you, brother. That's good, actually. I know the vacuum thing in the ear. I've had that. It's annoying, eh? What is it? Tinnitus and stuff. There's other things that people have problems with ringing in the ears, eh? Hey, bro. That's exactly what's going on with me right now. Same place. So probably around 230-ish. I would even say that I was touching a 260. I'm not gonna. I'm a big guy. Me when I'm 300 pounds, people would say you must be 250. 250 people thought I was 225. And but yeah, that is the perfect weight. My weight is 215 is what I want to get down to. be honest, if I get down to 220, it'll show. And it's like, don't worry. I'll have the live stream like this so that everybody sees me doing it on purpose. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't have my shirt on. I'll go get dressed. I'm going to be a male slut, I was going to say. No, I won't. Bit past that age. They say the light is the quantum burst your soul sees when your parents are having sex and the egg gets fertilized. That's interesting. The Big Bang through the Big Wang. That's what happens. Yeah, I believe it. Let there be light. Let there be darkness. So you arrive, you see the light. You're going out, you see the light. You arrive into this earth as a baby, and you leave, returning into the baby that you once were. Needed a big scary laugh. Needed a big scary laugh after that. Sorry for the coughing, guys. I'm not talking enough. Yeah. Thanks, Darla. Yeah, but the V and mention, they take down all my ads every time we talk about it. If they probably won't even do it a lot, but she says a lot. Does she know a lot? That is the question. I have much respect for her. She won even what is it? Grammy, Oscar, something. She won something for some of the work she did, documentaries and stuff. But we want proof. Why is Linda Moulton Howe not talked about the moon and my footage? I tried reaching her, but I don't blame these people. They're so hard to reach. People have a hard time reaching me. So I imagine these people have a lot of I'm honestly disappointed in everyone that's a real researcher, where I thought that they would go around and look for everyone's real UFO footage, but that's not the case. The case is that, and don't forget what Linda Moulton Howe said back 30 years ago and a long time ago. We didn't see that interview with the alien she was supposed to interview. And I'm a guy that likes proof. Look at all the ufologists around the world. They're not people that mostly don't get their own footage. It's people that study in ufology, that study the characters, the signatures, UFO signatures and traits that the UFOs have. They learn about, ways to detect if these objects are really going fast, to look at the gravity, the displacement around it. And Linda Moulton Howe, yeah, a lot of people have been talking to me about her and what she talks about, all the different beings and stuff. But like I said, I'm a little skeptical about people that know about all the beings, because I think it's impossible for somebody to know. But I remain open-minded, that's for sure. Thank you, Christy. The weekend's finally here. I'm going to finally answer some comments on Patreon and everywhere. And had a bad eye week. Really bad. Woof. People's health. I was thinking of you today, Christy. If I'm not mistaken, there's was an important date today, and I was thinking of you. I was thinking of him and stuff, and sending you lots of love and energy and positive thinking. Sending lots of positive thinking. You know what I say? I say bah humbug. No, I don't. Never said that. Christy, thank you so much. But what do they want to do with them? That I do not know. I do not know. Yes, we are. We just forgot how powerful we are. Yep, just like they wanted. Exactly. I'm at 131, but IQ means nothing. Wow. Like, I am Kai. That is effing good. I only recently learned what all those numbers meant. Dude, I did the IQ test for the first time last year, but I did it again 3 days ago, just so happens. And I was able to find one where they didn't want me to send $10 or $20 in. And I was really, 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 really over happy that I got a 119, and then before that a 114, and then I said, "Holy crap!" So normal. Most people, they say, is between 97 and, if I'm not mistaken, 112 or 114. I think that was the norm. And then over that, it was more superior. And I like taking the IQ tests, and they are very hard. It gets your mind. Thanks again, Christy. It gets your mind going with the IQ tests. And now they're a lot different than in the past. They'll present 4 boxes with a circle, a square, and a triangle, a circle, a square, and a triangle, and they're all mixed up. There's different colors, and there's answers underneath A, B, C, or D, and you're like, what the hell? They test your cognitive and decision making depending on how fast you are. But 131, bro, is effing way, way over what I did. Way over. Like maybe the 119 was a mistake that I did. I think the first time I did an IQ test, I got 101. I think so. Not impressed there. But you're right about that, though. It's not that it means nothing, but you can go get a 131, go back, maybe get a 120, or maybe you go back at a 140, right? Which is, by the way, at 131, they say it's superior to high. 131 is extremely high. Don't forget the presidents have that. Donald Trump has a very high IQ. If I'm not mistaken, it's 120, 130, something like that, around that range. Very, very high IQs. But again, it's decision, problem making, problem solving, depending on how good some people are. Some people are maybe very good at that. Like I'm sure I can ace an IQ test, but if you give me a math test, I'll fail it. So to give you an idea. Greetings from Trinidad and Tobago Islands. Wow. Thank you very much, Sanjay. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks a lot, you guys. Oh, yeah, Willie. I definitely believe we have bases on the moon. 100%. Base on the moon, says Kai, and my moon is my base. Is that where you're stationed at, you bugger? Talisha P, how's it going? Thank you. Hi, Talisha. Thanks so much for being here, sister. Carolina Adventures. Yep, it's coming, Carolina. Hang tight. I hope America, for whoever you vote for, that everything goes back to normal. Everything goes back to normal. And if Trump does come in, I hope that he's able to give back the America to the people, that the people will be doing decisions, and that he'll base those ideals and initiatives on the decision of the people, which I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing. They really hard on him, unfortunately. Flying chariots, they're coming. I did have a dream this week, image of gray and black triangle, like sky crop circle. Oh, wow, interesting. They found one in France. Someone was asking me about sightings here, just any recent sightings. There's a sighting in France. They got a crop circle that formed in France in May, in the middle of May or near the beginning of May. I showed one in the member side in 2020 that has the Knights of Templar emblem on the front, well, in the center of that crop circle, with 1, 2, 3, 4 circles around it, full circles. It looked like planets. A ring around the Knights of Templar cross, and that was thick, and a thinner ring around the Templar's cross, and very, very big. And that was in 2020. So they are landing. It happens often enough that these objects are landing, right? TR3B has rounded edges. The ET triangle has really sharp edges. Interesting. Well, you see, the one I saw was a complete triangle, a literal dark triangle. You remember beside the sun, you guys? That was definitely a triangle. I seen that stupid fucker Y'all were talking about saying all that BS on Bruce. Thanks, Sugar Bee. Yes, pretty bad, eh? And that's only one of them. I don't know if that's the Ace one or the Mr. Lem one, but there's lots of videos and videos saying that I'm a pedophile. Lots of vindictive videos, and you can see that some of them do have mental issues. Ed, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Pareidolia, know all about that too. This is the number one in my book as stupidity. If you see it, then it is there. Absolutely, Lisa. And here's the thing, pareidolia, the shadows that extend along objects can make pareidolia shapes, like the face on Mars, right? When there's a black line, it looks more like an alien than when there's sunlight. But when you understand that on the surface, if you see an object on the surface, yes, it's there. But most people, yes, the goons, turn around and say it's pareidolia. What I used to be capturing, they said it was, for 4 years, they said the UFOs I was filming were pixels, when pixel is another layer on top of an image. Has nothing to do with UFOs on fire. Pixels don't catch on fire. Yeah. Yeah, legalized. It's helped a lot of people. I know a lot of older people now have taken it, or the CBD or whatever, to help for certain ailments. I think it's really good that they did. It does, John FK. It does. It does. Actually, I'm going to be careful to say that because I wouldn't want any children to take drugs, but it does something to, like, let's talk psychedelic, right? Mushroom and stuff like that. It opens up a portal to the other side. You see things. You change your perception of life. You look at things in different ways. And sometimes, like, we're not going to hide it, John FK. When people, why do you think a lot of musicians and actors are big drug addicts? Two reasons. Drown your sorrows away. They used to say drown, which doesn't, that's not true. It does for a while, until you wake up or the cops at your door. Drowning your sorrows with alcohol or drugging yourself up, really, Val Kilmer, talking about him all of a sudden, who did the Jim Morrison film, which I haven't seen the film, but they had asked him, Hollywood, to take heroin so that he would really get into the mind of Jim Morrison. Why do some of these actors have problems afterwards, like Jim Carrey when he did that movie about a certain actor that I can't get his name, but anyways, it changed his life. He sort of, like Jim Carrey, sort of lost it at one point, talking about tetrahedrons and stuff, and he was really, really out there. Someone posted a carving of a guy on a bicycle in a 13-year-old temple. Hey, Norma C, it's funny you said that. I posted it the other day. Yeah. Maybe you saw it in the community. I absolutely saw that. It was in India. It was 13,000 years old that I saw. There's a carving of a child on the bicycle that looks like a character that comes out of Huckleberry Finn. I saw it. It's made out of a metal that doesn't rust either. And the excuse that they were giving to it is saying, possibly in the 1800s, someone would have broken into the temple to draw this. But if not, Norma C, that means that there were bicycles thousands of years ago. And I think that would make sense. I think that would be pretty logic and make sense. If it's the same image that you're talking about, maybe not. But the boy has shoes on, a hat, and he's on his way to school, basically, 13,000 years ago, dodging dinosaurs on his. Yeah, they were before that, supposedly. But anyways. 10-4. Sanjay, thanks a lot. The old smokable pot ever found, the old smokable pot ever found was in a clay jar. That's interesting. With a lid and 8,000 years old. They tested it. You imagine the pot 13,000 years. Maybe the resin was not, I don't know. I don't know about that. I wouldn't have tested it. I would, but they were very smart humans back in the days for to know which plants healed everyone. I'm sure that's a part of the Bible they also left out plants and the healing and everything. Bible focuses a lot on uh, God, His power, and Jesus and stuff like that. The apostles and everything doesn't focus so much on Satan. So there must be other parts that talk about Satan a lot more than what they're saying in the Bible. And again, the truth is upside down in many ways. Tally style. I love it. Then they had direct confirmation from two pilots that fly them. All should catch her Wednesday show. Thank you, Lisa. But are they showing UFOs? No, they have to. Maybe spread my work. Start talking to people on Linda Moulton Howe's channel. Ever heard of Bruce? Linda Moulton Howe says that there's UFOs on the freaking moon. She should be showing my work. So, Lisa, go get her. It's all about the oils, yes. Like God says, don't forget if you're praying and you go out in the public, all you have to do is put oil on your head. We don't do that anymore today. Neighbors will look at you funny. What's with the oil on your head, bro? What's with the greasy hair? In my lifetime, over the course of 2 years, I ate 7 books. Okay, 7 books of gel tabs. Okay, I get it. Books. I like that. It's like, what was that other stuff they used to have way back? They probably still have it. What was it called? Blotter on paper, like a drop of acid on paper. Long shelf life. Called communism. That's what the left. Okay, of course, absolutely. That's what they are now. Very bad. Thank you, Darla. There are worlds unseen indeed. I believe that 100%. Sugar Bee, I confirm it. Yep. He is, and also looks very feminine too, because obviously he's one of the trans and everything. I'm pretty sure that's, Big Mike and Obama when they came in. Imagine Obama having a wife shoulders wider than him. Sugar deals? Blood clots in your head. Hope not. Thank you. Talked about it on Johnny Carson show and got laughed at. Exactly. I saw it. I saw, or was it Carson or Conan? Two at one point, but yeah, probably you're probably right about that. Talking about the New World Order and how they were. Remember that? Is that the one where he says, "Here, I'm going to be calling the Caribbean will now be the Caribbean," right? I don't know if it was that one. And he wanted to change. Jim Carrey said that he bought Jim Bobway. Comedian. Had a good-looking brother-in-law who looked like Bruce. You should have stopped right there, but anyways, okay. I had a good-looking brother-in-law who looked like Bruce Willis. He moved on to hopefully a better place. I hope so. Absolutely. I'm sure we all do, my friend. By the way, guys, Jeopardy was said today on Nicholas Vineman. Word coined kapow. Awesome. God forbidden, God's Eden. I learned so much about religion and God this month that it sort of really scared me. And now I'm just laughing by this point because it's like, you're going up and down with information. You're here, you're 20 years into it, and then you see one little bit of information, you're back down to level 1, going back up, trying to find who the hell literally is God, little inside there. When I was young, I used to say God was a woman. Anything very concentrated will give your body problems. White stevia are very concentrated. Yeah, you said it. Doesn't take much, eh? Doesn't take much to understand what's good and what's evil. I know it too. Don't have to live much longer to understand that. Incredible show tonight. Thanks again, Christy. Thanks, everyone. Will we get any warning if you are going shirtless? Yes, Heather, I promise. You'll know because I won't have any pants on. Yeah, I'm out of halls. I am out of halls. We all drink whiskey. It heals the Havana syndrome. So they say. We should reverse dying, born old and die as a baby in our mother's arms. I don't know. Imagine you get to about 70 years old, then all of a sudden, oh my God. Yeah, she's getting close to the end. That would be something else. Seeing them go from university to kindergarten to daycare. Talking about Joe Rogan. Yep, absolutely. It's a discrete wave tech they used in Cuba to do major brain damage to some of our ambassadors. You heard about it. I heard about 2 of the ambassadors. It's actually surprising the number, something like 50 to 100 and some people that had brain damage symptoms very similar to concussions. One of them said that they heard literally the sound, which just listening to him say it, you know that it's a buzzing wave. What's a frequency? If you're in a frequency, I also believe there's something going on in the air about what they're doing to us. I'm really disappointed about that. I see a lot of people that have had certain problems. I know a lot of people that had problems that the problems are really accented and worse in the past 2 years. I don't know. There's something about what they're doing in the sky. Spraying us is not good. They want their buddy has a degree to get notoriety. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm 6'1". It was down 120 pounds. Wow. 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 I wish. Thank you, Julie. Check out my music channel, guys. It's a silly little channel, hobby channel. And if you want to hear me singing everything from the Bee Gees to the Eagles, it's not what you think, but go and look. Go and look. Thanks, Darla. Very interesting. I've always heard good things about Linda Marilyn. Always heard good things about her. Yep. It's all about that. When I start my microwave, if I start my microwave right now, you guys are going to lose me. I go down, the internet connection goes down. every time. Microwaves. That's what they're doing, the scramble thing. I believe that that's what they were doing over Ottawa during the protests. That's exactly what they do with the satellites, or however the hell they're doing it. They're, you know, using frequencies. And as a matter of fact, we could see some things that some of those soldiers had over their ears for noises and frequencies to hide frequencies. In the States, they set up this big, massive tower with these objects, or what looked like just frequency spheres or something, installed around during January 6th. So they're into this technology that, oh yay, we get to kill off the human race without having to have an actual 3-letter W word that means. That's how I say war now. I don't say the 3-letter word anymore. So when I go, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that. It's a disorder of dizziness and ear ringing. Wow, story of my life. Nausea and getting hit by a frequency sound ray. It's something government uses on enemies. Yes, it's brand new. They're using it. Russia said that they had that capability. Brainwave disruption, like Kai says, absolutely. 2 months ago, just coming back now, up 2,166. Thank you. Thank you, Willie Trumbold. No, none yet, Julie, but no, it's good to know that you guys sent something. I'll be double checking. I promise. I would have liked to have before the stream. I went to see this afternoon. After the first stream, I went by to see, to be sure that nothing was in. But I know for a fact it's been a couple of weeks, so probably this week things are going to start coming in. They've been opening all the mail that's coming into my house, usually. Very, very silly. I get everything, though. Nothing's been taken, but I'll keep you posted. Thank you, Julie. I bet you got me the letter S from the Space Force. I bet you. Nat Hippo, 10K make a big difference for me. Millimeters at 80 or at 801. Looking good at 90. I'm very cuddly. I'm a bit short, though. Yeah. Hello, Christy. An hour later. Sorry, guys. Literally an hour later. Thanks for being here, Christy. Yeah, Pat's birthday. Well, happy birthday, Pat. We're thinking of you, brother. I am sending my love and energy. You hang in there, Christy. I'm immune to idiots, Kai. That's right. Thanks, Willie. Let me scroll down here. I'm missing everyone. Yeah, that's the people they forced to take that. Surprising how many countries there are, eh? Same here, Maryland. Yeah, Antarctica, pyramid there, pyramids on the moon, pyramids on Venus now, some are mentioning. It could be that it could be that Egyptians, were everywhere. Egyptians are going to space this week. We're sending something up in space. We have pointed and round tip aircraft. Let me scroll down here, guys, so I can catch up and understand what's going on. Michelle Adams, thanks for being here, sister. Appreciate that. Otak, thanks. Greetings from Greece. Tikanis, yeah. Thank you very much. I've tried ayahuasca in Peru, and it changed me. I heard of that. Somebody just the last stream was talking about that. It changed me for the better. Thanks for sharing that. I guess I could say Efkaristo. Efkaristo? Efkaristo? I hope I'm saying that right. My Greek is very, very rusty. There's also a way of saying hello to the elderly and saying hello to younger people. I know that. So somebody that doesn't know that can maybe insult someone. I don't know if it's Tikanis Kyria or Kyria, and for an elderly, and um, Yasu can be said, I think, to a younger person, right? As a hello, but not um, to an older person, or maybe I'm a bit screwed up with that. But, anyways, forgive me. I meant no insults if I was wrong. So, whether I say Tikanis, you'll answer me Polikala. I miss Greek. Once you get back into it, though, it'd be fun. It was a beautiful language. I love that language. Wow, that's awesome. Interesting. True Cyborg. Yep. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. You look at the unboxing there. I've showed it many a times also outside. It's a 14-inch that I have, CGXL 14-inch telescope. You could look up the unboxing. I shared it and showed um, also setting it up, what the weights look like, and have to insult Draconian by purposely writing Dracos. I'll remember that. Yeah, we have video, Cyborg, and we have lots of UFOs, lots of captures. 100% Sugar Bee. 100%. Aren't there various red types that some ate plants of dinos? Obama takes it in the pipe from, yeah, from his husband, Mike. Big Mike. Yep. Big Mike. I'm a girl. I'm bigger than most men. That is much needed in these days. Be able to defend yourself. We still love you, Julie. You know what, Julie? I'm bigger than most men too. Maybe I'm mini Anunnaki. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. That was a good one. I like that. That was funny. Time magazine said Obama is the god of all things. Yes, and definitely the god of this earth. Satan. Yeah. You guys know that Satan and Jesus Christ have the same name, Morning Star. A bit odd, eh? Moving right along. I was exactly feet six, not feet six. I was exactly 6 feet till that vertebrae exploded. Oh wow, eh? It's a crushed disc that I have with the sciatic nerve. I am sure, positive of that. There you go. Absolutely. 5'10", eh? Well, I know what I got to look forward to. I was 5'10 and a half, so that means I must be 5'10 now, 5'9". Not yet. I don't think so. You have to put a positive spin on everything. Cosmic Black, that is the best words for everyone to listen to. Gory Cheek. Hello. Time Magazine. Oh, yeah, I read that. Sorry. Yeah, good one. Um, have a positive spin on everything is what I do. And also, it's said that when the good is going to happen, what's wrong with my screen? Screwing up. When the good is about to happen, the bad is going to hit too, because it's going to be the transition. We're in a transition. Everything's transitioning. Ever notice how in the past 5-6 years we've seen everything from new weather phenomena to animals dying off in large groups, which was not common 10 years ago, and it's happening now. I remember younger when they were talking about all the polar bears and everywhere. Now they're dying off, and their furs changing brown. They're coming into towns in certain areas. It's the migration of the insects in the next years leading up to 2025 is going to devastate the crops and farmers. That is the next big thing that's going to happen when the insects start migrating because of temperature changes, and these bugs come up out of the ground. Some of them fly, and they will go to other areas, and then we'll see devastating locusts. Remember last year and the year before in Africa, all the locusts landed. These poor people in Africa working their asses off in the fields every day to grow beautiful vegetables got everything devastated with these locusts that just don't even stop. They'll empty all the leaves off of every tree, and they just keep on going like that's incredible. We're going to see more and more of those scary things in the future. Ontario, Canada, wow, no more masks, such a joke. Oh, really? No more masks? Finally. It'll come back, though, you watch. Or you mean that there's no more, like they're out of them? No more pantalones. Love you, Barb Weast. I was just wiped the dust off my flak jacket. Yeah, slow poison from living. That's what we are. We're being slowly poisoned. Silent Whispers here. Thank you very much. 8:44, 9:44. Okay, I'm getting there. Archimedes, Allah, thank you very much for being here. China has a pyramid. Oh, that's true. I heard that too, Brian. You're right about that. Antarctica too now. They said, but we don't have the proof of that. But it's actually buried, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's a mountain that literally looks like a pyramid, that it's starting to melt and it looks more and more like a pyramid. They're obviously going to get snow machines up there. Some are, man. Oh, really? Yeah, that's true that you wouldn't the eardrums. I have a sort of super powered eardrum. I can hear things coming from far away. I don't hear them. The ear vibrates for a long time before a train comes by. And I know now, and it's always been like that. Very ticklish vibration where the eardrum is bouncing left and right real fast and then stops. As long as the train, so you got like my ears going. It's always happened to me. And then it gets closer and then I start hearing it. My extrasensory hearing, maybe. And I don't know how to use it. Exactly. Maybe the ones in Egypt they built from the ones that they saw elsewhere. Hey, pyramids. There's pyramids in India. There's pyramids in like the Mayans, all their pyramid temples that they build all over the world. On that side of the world, anyways. Sorry to hear about that, True Cyborg. I thought mine was scrap, but you guys came by, so I was okay. Anton, thank you very much, brother. Welcome, man. Thanks. Yeah, listen, a lot of people are saying, Julie, and thanks for commenting that it has nothing to do with burying the dead. Of course, over the years, imagine us seeing those temples and pyramids, and there having been 3 different rules or rulers that manipulated those pyramids over the years, over thousands of years. We'd never know what the hell's going on with the pyramids. But the portal thing, I sort of like that. Also, there's if you look, they say it's placed the same thing as the stars that are in Orion. There's lots of talk about that. The Egyptians, listen, they had running water. They were very, very advanced, eh? The jewelry making, the carving, and the stones that what they were doing with gold and everything. We're talking about, you know, melting gold at the right temperatures and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, wow. Yeah, it'd be too bad. I hope he didn't take the J, but they all have to. If you don't take it, you're out of Hollywood, and we're seeing a lot of them having a lot of problems. When you see them falling on their effing faces on stages all around the world, there, I'm sorry. Well, I hope you have a better Saturday. Hey, True Cyborg, maybe these guys have a lot of money, and so does Bieber. Maybe he's going to be able to see a professional doctor that's going to be able to give him a good hand. I hope for you. Yes, most beautiful thing in the world, out of this world. I believe that too, John. It's way older than Egyptians. If they were righteous leaders, kings, etc., they wouldn't need to fear being overthrown. You're absolutely right about that. They abuse the people. Yep. Their own people. Yep. God will be crowned king again. The world belongs to his queen and you people. It's what is said, Genesis, Revelation. So I always say that's on a positive note for those that are faithful and into God. Keep the faith. Don't change anything that you're doing. He's going to be there for you. Old space stations. I like that one, Julie. That was a good one. Way older, yeah. Oh yeah, they're in the ocean too. We got bases in the ocean. We got possibly aliens in the ocean. Maybe all those lights that are buzzing around when they leave here, they're leaving Earth because they live here. That's another thing we could say. Hey guys, thank you very, very much. Dr. Jollyfingers, hello, for stopping by this evening, for making this channel, Genesis Revelation, and all new people that stop by, maybe the first time here. Thank you so much for connecting. If you take the time to watch a video and you're new here and you appreciate the video, I'd really appreciate you taking the time to thumbs it up or subscribe, one or the other or both. It will help in the algorithm. It helps the creators get out to more people through recommendations. He says, no, you'll lose in Greek then. I am Kai. You have to learn how to swear in Greek. It's the most amazing, the most, how can I say, gratifying after you insult someone in Greek. Whoa. Hello? Hello to you, sir. Thanks a lot, my man. Yeah, it could be. Absolutely. Your dad in 37. How's it going? Hey, Bruce. IDC. What they say, there are civilization on the moon and other planets, whether us or other beings. Thanks for your work. Thank you very much. I agree with that, bro. 100%. And I'll say like you, whether they're saying it or not, definitely. Patagonia Pampa. Thank you very much for being here. I had not seen him. Also speaks English, Darla. Baklava. Thank you. I haven't heard that in so long. Don't know about underwater, but when they were built, it was luxurious green there. I have to catch up here. Asking the new Sunscope. Did you get a new Sunscope, True Cyborg? Good for you. Dome homes. Absolutely, Julie. I'm ready to destroy my home and to live in a dome home. And I'm actually looking at, well, one day I'll own it, paying rent right now. But I would definitely downsize and move into a little house. I need an internet connection with a hole in the roof. That's it. A dome with the hole in the roof to do my astrophotography and everything. If you're talking about my Sunscope telescope, True Cyborg, yeah, I just got one and I'm really anxious to see some sun. I am anxious. Health, family, come first. Want to see Funny get a Spaniard to translate Mexican to Greek? Hilarious. Probably so, yes. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Dream a little dream with me. Yep. Physical illusions is what they say, right? Had to feed my babies outside, all the kitties. I was like, why are your babies outside? It must be cold. No, I'm kidding. Why do you keep your babies outside? The kitties. Okay. Yes, sir, Bruce. André Boucher. Salut, mon frère. Je viens de faire le tour de toutes tes dernières vidéos. Hey, merci vraiment bien gros, man. Thanks, bro. J'aime ça que tu fais. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Merci. Et je crois que c'est inévitable. Ils vont commencer à dire ce qu'il a sur la Lune bientôt. Ouais, 100%, André. Selon moi, oui, ils vont vraiment en parler. Puis peut-être même avant 2025, avant qu'ils envoient du monde là. I hope. Merci, André. Like Andre says, he definitely believes that they're going, it's inevitable that they're going to start talking about the moon very soon. And I agree with that. Merci, Andre. Michael, thanks. No ours holes to pick on. Polite chat tonight. True, Michael, but stick around, brother. This chat never lets us down. usually they never let us down. If you're like me, boy, I love debating. When I see someone that doesn't believe something, I love debating with them. Je sais pas si tu as répondu. J'ai du mal un peu avec l'anglais à parler. Oh! True Cyborg, d'accord, merci. Et oui, j'ai le télescope solaire. J'attends d'avoir du soleil pour faire des tests. Je suis dans le début de faire des tests. Ça fait 2 semaines que je ne l'ai même pas touché. Je n'ai même pas regardé le soleil parce qu'il n'y a plus de feu sur le soleil. Il n'y a plus de fusion pour le moment. Mais à travers de l'été, promis, il va y avoir beaucoup. True Cyborg, j'ai aussi la chaîne OVNI Québec Astronomie. Tu peux le voir dans Channels on Bruce César, my French channel. Vous pouvez aller voir là aussi. Puis vous êtes toujours le bienvenu ici aussi. Mais demain après-midi, je fais en direct l'heure de Paris, 7h PM, je crois. C'est 1h PM, heure de Montréal, Eastern Time, que je vais faire en direct sur OVNI Québec Astronomie. That's a good question, Darla. A lot of people are, some adults, whether it be because of something that happened in their past lives or not, are afraid of the dark. I have in the dark, outside in the woods in pitch black, I tend to feel safer in darkness, safer because I feel hidden. And some people not seeing around them, and me too at times there. I'm not saying everywhere. I've been in dark places at night where you really get the heebie-jeebies for sure. Man, some of the best people are there. I'm sure of it. Really proof though, right, man? There's good and evil, and there's evil and good, no matter where you are. Religious or not, in heaven, okay, the morning star, not Jesus Christ, the other morning star, Satan. I didn't name him that, but things are upside down in the Bible, and he brought 3/4 of heaven down with him. So just to tell you, all those angels in heaven were good. They were in heaven, and they turned on God. Think of that one. A lot of people tell me, which is normal. So I am going to get off. Afraid of stamps? I'm afraid of my ex-girlfriend. Is Beth here? I did not see her. There she is. 4 hours of talking is about the limit. Beth, no, yes. Hello. Love the chat. Michael, great people. Always great people. We have so much fun. Merci, Darla. We always have so much fun here, but not anymore. This is like a board where you can, like a hack board where you can use information. You use all your titles to talk to people. Listeners. Pinko, no, you got me on that one, brother. Archimedes a la what? Baklava? Sestuksi biliarmusunuz? Gonna have to think about that one. Ecosidolaria. $20. Ecosidolaria. I'm afraid of stamps. I was going to say something. I'm afraid of the dark. I keep my lights on all the time. A lot of people do, Michelle. A lot of people do. When I saw the shadows with the candles, it took me a couple of days to adjust to the darkness, because it's when it gets dark that I see things moving around. When I turn on the light, I don't see them. Very weird. Fear the bark. Oh, blindness. You see, me a bit of claustrophobia. For example, not afraid of dark in the woods, but being in the trunk of a car in the dark, maybe not so much. Yes, Kai. Absolutely. His idea's there, right? So they invented this really bad ass with, horns, red skin, walking around on fire, and has even a triangular tail, which I never understood. And maybe his mom was an octopus. All these things. It's a Greek dessert. Yes. Oh, baklava. Didn't know that. I had a lot of Greek desserts when I was with those people. It was the Tsougorakises. My friends, the Tsougorakises. Really good people, too. I had a lot of fun with those Greek people. Worked a couple of years with them. Learned a lot about their heritage, their culture, their religions, and what they thought of the Persians, and a whole bunch of different stuff that they were talking to me about. Thank you, Pinku. I do mountain bike lonely at night on the way. That's awesome, actually. Ça, c'est pas pire pantoute. Must be interesting and both scary at the same way. Thanks a lot, you guys. And of course, it's impossible to get through all the comments. I always try, though, because I have an amazing time doing it. Remember Nelson Mandela's death and funeral? Yep. Anyway, Christy, I went through that same thing, like literally like mind blown. I remember the funeral. I remember him dying. I remember them talking about it. And yes, then at one point he went to prison. That is the exact same thing. And that was around the first time. That was the first story that I heard when I had first heard of the Mandela effect. And I like the theory of the Mandela effect because I've had those instances occur. Christy, you were here when I said that Betty White passed away, and I don't know if you know it. She died before the next stream, right? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Betty White passed away. I thought she had passed away. I, for some reason, see her in her hospital bed where she was all plugged up and she was talking, but she was on her way out. Nope. Apparently it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And then I said, Betty White passed away from the Golden Girls. Everyone misses her. No, she's not dead. And I went to look. They were right. She did not die at all. And somebody came back the month after to say I'd killed her. I said, what do you mean? He goes, Bruce, Betty White passed away. I said, Betty White passed away? Really? Okay, that's a little creepy. Starting to rain? I think so. Somewhere I can hear someone whisper in the bedroom door shut, and I just told my kids. They wondered how I knew so much when they were young. My ears vibrate, and clear as day. I just told my kids 1 year ago. That's incredible. That's incredible. I had maybe the same thing. And it happens, and it's always happened. Whether there's going to be a Harley Davidson bike that's going to appear from the highway and go by the house, I could hear them ever so far away. And I don't hear them. I feel a vibration. I walk on tracks. I don't feel a vibration. I hear the vibration of the train before feeling the vibration of my feet. For real. I can talk about a couple of things I do, guys. I'm not like Iceman or Superman or Batman, but I can tell temperature of the air, ambient air, no matter where I am. You ask me, we walk into a room, what's the temperature? I have the exact temperature, and I'm highly insulted if I'm off 1 degree, which I rarely am. I can tell putting my hands in water what the temperature is. It's exactly like the temperature on the thermostat. And I play by ear, and I can play any note by just listening to it. So those, for me, are superpowers, right? I believe humans, we all have these traits and signatures in our DNA that we could probably do a lot of stuff. The father's DNA is nuclear. Mom's RNA like mitochondria DNA. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. The Big Bang. Thanks again, everyone. Yes, Lisa, you just pinpointed it exactly. The Roman Catholics were also the ones that were funding the military Knights of Templar and the Order of Jesus, the Order of Christ, or whatever, however you want to call them, all the same thing. That's very, very true. They did take it out. They took out, if it was a book from A to Z that said everything that was going to happen, and then they took it out. They hid it, unfortunately. Possible, Julie. Christy, thanks again for being here, eh? Damon, thanks for being here, brother. Bible James, written by William Shakespeare. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Listen, they're stories, right? Probably a beautiful story. Now I'm getting the hiccups. Excuse me, hiccups. Oh my gosh. Michael, thanks, you guys. Hey guys, go check out my music channel. I've seen the buildings on the moon. Guy got knocked off. YouTube, Gil Carson. Yeah, it rings a bell. Says, oh, space station, definitely aliens and ocean. They don't like them talking about that, eh, Julie? That's what they don't like, eh? Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. I agree. Greek explicitives are really expressive. There, you said it. That's what I meant. They really are. And if it's a romantic and beautiful language too. But I'm telling you, when someone really wants to relieve themselves and call someone some names, I learned some really good, cool names in it. The ring of it in Greek really, really sounds badass. I like it. It sounds like seriously the mafia's up your ass when they start really getting into you. I like that so much. Brian, everyone, thanks again, eh? Archimedes Allah, thanks for being here. MT, thanks a lot, eh? Get out on 37. Thank you for being here also, my friend, from the other end of the world. Thanks, guys. Thanks, bro. Really appreciate that. Guy used to show us telescope video of buildings on the moon, caves, formations, humans, and not. Very interesting. Like, why would they disappear, these people, eh? Elias says, adios, Vatican, and before that start in the Roman time, because the pretext of a religion to submit people and abuse them. I'm not mad and sorry for the people who are deceived by them. Well said. Well said. It's up to the people to open their eyes. Il y a beaucoup de personnes qui ont laissé les choses passer, même pendant que les enfants se faisaient violer. Very true. Christy says, I've noticed the ocean seems black since sun different and there's no depth. Yeah, that could be lots of disturbance in the bottom too. That's sometimes it gets a very, very dark, black, dangerous sort of color, eh? No depth of perception of sand dunes where I've ridden all my life. Super weird. So we're literally noticing that the weather, even nature around us, is changing in very little time. It's incredible. I know I say bye for a long time. Not that I want to leave. Bruce is saving up for new equipment. If you'd like to donate, here's the link. Thank you very much. It's on myevents.com. I get a lot of support, and I thank you all, those of you who have. Sometimes they disappear, eh, Julie? You said it. You are so. You said it. I was looking that up for the first time. I looked that up a couple of years ago, Christy. I actually know some people in Canada living up north, and they're living in yurts. It's a very beautiful, probably pretty exotic sort of holiday style way of living. They're very warm homes. They heat their homes inside, and yeah, a yurt. They build it up with these big, massive beams of wood. They put everything over it, the dirt, everything. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'd live in it. I really would. I mean, it'd be exciting. It'd be exciting. I would definitely try it. Yes, the different color of the sun, which used to be very yellow, which is now very white. The sun's not done saying its last word. I've heard they found his initials coded in, but who knows? I know it's mostly false, red letters only. Most of everything is false, unfortunately, and what we probably learned about. Absolutely, Brian. Just do it. Damn right. Holy brothers and sisters of the resistance, the sentinels of truth, bro. Just getting, I was 1006 who was there. How's it going, man? Nice to see you, bro. You guys can check out his channel too. Really good guy. I met him on a troll channel, on Penny's channel, but we were getting troll, him and I, like really bad, especially him, because so much jealousy comes from some of these trolls. And an overall good guy. Smash that like button. He says, thank you so much, Sentinels of Truth. You guys can check him out also. And another one of my buddies that likes exposing people sometimes. So you can check him out. Yeah, baklava pastry. Now you're making me hungry too. I thought I saw a putty tat. I did saw a putty tat. Precious Tweety forever. And this is what all the lefts are doing. They thought they saw Trump do the putty tat, but they didn't. Baklava. You guys are making me hungry. I'm not allowed sugar anymore. Yes, I sure have noticed and searching all found all is faked as of 2020. Yeah, as of 2020 and as of the beginning of time. They're lying to us. It's horrible. And they've been doing this for so long. But if we're living in times of revelation, that means all the truth is going to come out. Have confidence. We already are seeing so many good things come out. An awakening is not always a positive thing. Kai, the Bible says that we're all males. Really? I love that one. I love everything that people find in the Bible that nobody mentions. It's like, what? Mentioned the other day, your God is a warrior, a jealous warrior. Don't say that. Well, that means this, that means that. No, listen. It is so. That's a good one. Just hope God wasn't trans. I don't even want to go there. Coming back to cut my pecker. No. Careful, Julie. We have some people that are afraid of the snaps here. You never know, sister. Listen, the sun can be also a lot of you a long time ago have been telling me, the fake sun, that there's more than one sun. There can be. I got this idea that could be on each side, the sun on each side of the globe, Some good people that come back to the channel, I'm telling you. In this, it's like a game of Clue, not knowing who's good, not knowing who's bad. Sentinels of Truth and I met up in a very weird way on Penny Bunny's channel with Tony, who's gone, by the way. I believe it. The gender fluids. Oh my God. What's your pronoun? Whoopsh. I'm a kitty cat. Meow. Clown world. Right, Sentinels? We're living in a clown world. Nothing is as it seems. That's absolutely right. When you finally wake up and dive in that rabbit hole, you're scared as hell. It scared the hell out of me when I found out what was really going on. I think every one of us are ahead of one another. There's always something we're ahead of one another on, which makes us beautiful and human. But when you wake up and find out the drastic truth, and you turn around and start, my mom, very proud of her for doing research. If you think of it, up in, you get up to a certain age that you're pretty much stuck on your belief system, and especially back in the days, the way people were instructed about religion. But pretty impressed that she's doing researching on a whole bunch of things, on subjects, New World Order and stuff too, people really are waking up to it. And of course, she has an annoying son that's continually telling her that we're dying. And it's bad. You know what's going on in the news, guys. There's nothing good when you wake up. You wake up and you look at the news and, oh my God, oh my gosh. But you see the bullshit though too? How the news media are lying through their teeth. It's ridiculous. They got caught. No one's going to ever trust them again there. That's for sure. I am Kai. I believe that not to talk about the Bible, but if you talk about the angels in the Bible and God's creature friends, badass. I mean, we're talking about like animal bodies with wings on their feet. Some of them have hooves. And someone will say, well, wait a minute, that's like the devil. Well, they have hooves, clipped ears, eyes. One that's object in the Bible, they talk about it's two wings, two big wings with a whole lot of other wings inside of those wings and eyeballs all over the wings. And that flies around and looks at everything. It's not something you want to tell your kids before going to bed. I pray to God my soul to keep. What if you saw his image and said, Well, maybe I don't know if I want him to have my soul. Scary. Open-mindedness, right? Baby steps is what I do. I've always promised myself that I'm never going to try to destroy anyone's religious beliefs. And some people are very sensitive on that issue. But when somebody asks me, do you really know who God is? Or, I have my idea, but I know for a fact, leaving it basic, and I'll leave it on that. Instead of talking about what I learned, I'm just going to say, I found out, and I believe it's real, that there are a lot of parts that were omitted in the Bible about everyone, both God and Satan, and about everything that went on. So I think that until we have all those parts, and even so, look at Kai, like he's saying, if, for example, if William Shakespeare, and I've heard that before, wrote one of the Bibles, it's, they write scripts. These guys write plays. These guys have ideals like Lucas and everything with Star Wars, that all these people that, Chainsaw Massacre and everything, that do fucked up videos, movies, because they try to get into the minds of these people as they're doing that. But yeah, angels really have human form, they say. So when you see something come down that looks human, makes you wonder. Really makes you wonder. Ladies and gents, had an amazing, amazing time talking to you all. Almost skin 30. Yeah, it's 10:30 here, you guys, and I will let you all get off. And fear can be pushed away. Picture small gray cloud move away. Julie, that is 100% confirmed. You envision, you visualize what you want to see. And I do this when I wrap God's light around me, if I'm in this effed up moment where I feel this negativity, I envision the light around me, the white light forming around me with some reds, and I imagine everything coming around me. And that's also like healing. I'm a healer. I believe it. That doesn't know how to use his healing powers, because some people have energy with their hands, and when they touch certain parts of people's bodies, it gets warm, or some people can have problems afterwards when somebody touches their legs. I've had experiences, guys, these situations where things have happened where it's just like in a movie where things don't make a lot of sense, and now my mouse is dead, so I'm not going to be able to leave. Just so interesting, the conversation. That's why I like to always sticking around. But I am getting off. Sentinel of Truth, thank you very much, bro. I'll get that link up. His channel, if you guys want to check him out, I'll just share the link and I'll get that up. Big shout out, Sentinels of Truth. I know I don't stop by often. We don't talk a lot, but because we're both busy. But I love you, brother. And mods and everyone, Genesis, Revelation, thanks for coming back, you guys. Please come back next week. We'll talk about some more things. And of course, thanks for watching the videos, and thanks to all the members, those of you who've gone to Patreon, and for the generous contributions here on my event and the super thanks button. Thanks, guys. Talk to you all very soon. Love you. Thanks, mods. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.